I think I want to be more feminine, but not like uncomfortable.
Hi, I'm Carla Nelson and I've been a personal stylist for 10 years and this is my show. I've been a stylist for 10 years, I've done a little bit of everything, and we've got Women's World magazine, Elements magazine, Simon Mall, Associated Press, LL Bean, styling for billboards, commercials. But my favorite thing is personal styling. The premise of this show is for me to drag you along with me to personal styling sessions so that you can learn a little bit about what they look like. You can learn things about personal style, look at amazing outfits, see that people are just like you, and also get a little warmed up before you and I maybe have our personal styling session, you know? Without further ado, let's get into it.
My name's Emily Sams. I play professional soccer here in Orlando.
And she loves to step into midfield and get forward.
I'm looking for a more cohesive closet, more like feminine pieces. I am excited about going into my closet and have people to go shopping for me, which is nice. Pieces that are more feminine, elevated, but simple, and but still look really great.
Okay, so we're about to head to Emily's house. Now, Emily is a professional soccer player who feels like maybe she hasn't brought the femininity and really just wants some help with some shopping, which I know a lot of you guys can relate to. Let's get into it.
Like, I have to put it in the context of my body. 4 sisters, so I'm like the tallest, and like they're always like, your legs are so long, but I'm like, you guys are just short. Like,
Okay,
I don't have long legs. Like in my head, I think that I like how long her legs look.
You want your legs to look longer?
To think that my legs would look longer. Yeah. And again, it just is like nothing too crazy, but it's like feminine and cute. I have been wanting to like buy some like kitten heels like that.
So it's comfy, it's feminine, it's easy. So like these are the things that stand out for you. So we like this pop of color.
I feel like that's like close to a 9, but I would never wear that. I don't.
This feels like a 9 or closest.
Yeah.
Does it make it to a 9? Just curious. Maybe.
Okay, girl, bye.
Gosh, I don't know what a 9 is. No.
It is now time to take a look into this closet. Now, a closet audit is really important when we are talking about personal styling because unlike with other styling, they might not care what you have at home, right? You might be on your own. You might just need a look for an event and they don't care about the rest of it. I do. I really do care as a personal stylist because I want to see where are we starting from. Do we have maybe an amazing shoe collection we can tap into? Do we have a ton of vintage pieces maybe that your mom passed down that you don't know how to style? Or am I gonna walk in there and also see, honey, we're not working with anything. That's why we do this closet audit, because it sets the tone for the whole rest of the styling.
So one thing you might have in here is basics.
Okay, yeah.
That's
I have a lot of basics.
Yeah, what's one thing you might
have?
have? Yeah. I'm like, oh, great little baby tee. It still looks good. Yeah, like this color, absolutely not though. This is horrid.
Okay,
All
alright.
Remember that thing I was saying about like colors too close?
Okay. Okay.
Especially when, think about it, it's a basic tee. So it's like, depending on what you're wearing with, it might be the only thing on your face.
Yeah.
So the color's gotta be good.
Makes sense.
You know? Let's filter it through. Talk to me about like how you were wearing this. Curious there.
I would wear this like, I have like some denim shorts that like go to here. So like that tucked into like some shorts.
I see the vibe. Yeah, let's keep this one. I can see this kind of going into that vibe.
So
I can be brutal over here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Commence purging with extreme prejudice.
We've got too many t-shirts.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, we got too many t-shirts.
Okay.
It can give you the illusion, and maybe even your husband the illusion. You have clothes.
Yeah.
You have so much. I can barely get in.
Yeah.
But it's just t-shirts.
Okay.
And when you just are rinsing and repeating that over and over, you really don't have clothes.
Yeah.
It just feels like it.
Yeah.
You're not coming in here and being like, okay, well, I am going to meet up with Jen, and then we're going to whatever. And then let me find something great. It's like you're pretty much grabbing the same thing in a different font.
Okay.
Physically, it's there. But stylistically, you're actually in a little prison cell.
Okay.
Is what I'm calling it. Where you have your uniform, right?
Okay.
And we want a little bit more face off.
Okay.
What we share it out there.
Yeah.
Right?
Makes sense.
But this would be like a good little section. If I was at the thrift store and I'd be like, oh, she's got the good,
I got
the good old school,
stuff,
t-shirt. This is a good one. One thing that's important is the silhouette of a t-shirt.
Okay.
That's gonna take it from like being cool streetwear to like, oh, you caught me taking out the trash.
Yeah.
That fine line of
Yeah.
like, oh, it looks like she doesn't care at all, to like, oh no, that's just cool.
Yeah.
This one's gonna feel more sleek.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's just, you caught me on
Yeah.
off day.
Yeah.
That one's gonna be like cute fit. So we're
Okay.
gonna pass on this one. This again, silhouette for you is gonna do nothing.
Okay.
I borrowed someone's shirt. I was cold,
Okay.
but not like intentionally looking like yours in a street style cool way.
Okay.
So this one could easily go. Do we wear this?
That's the one that I said don't. I've tried it on with different outfits and I don't.
Try on pile.
Now that I've seen what I need to see, darling, it's time we head to the small. Now, after looking at Emily's closet, it was really clear that she knew how to do basics really well. I mean, extraordinary A's across the board. Unfortunately, you can only have so many baby teeth. So we've really got some work cut out for us, but it's gonna be really fun because she's so open. So we're taking it to the mall. Let's see how we do.
Okay, we are here at the mall ready to shop for Emily. Now, she's already feminine, but she really wants that to exude in her day-to-day style. And after we checked out her closet, we saw that there was really mostly t-shirts, athletic wear, and jeans. So no wonder she's maybe not feeling as flirty. We're gonna be looking for things for coffee dates, dinner, when she's not working, etc. Looks that she can feel feminine in, but still have that street style edge and casual effortlessness that is really her personal style and things that we tested for. So let's go. Okay, so these two are what I would call wild cards. I'm sure she's gonna look at these and be like, Carla, really? But my plan for her is actually to separate these. This jacket, again, could be a really good throw on onto maybe like a crop top, something that's gonna let her feel a little bit more flirty, but also having a blazer to give it style and make it functional for the weather here, right? Where you could be super hot outside, but going into a restaurant that's kind of chilly and still have a look and make it really easy. And then here, I would love to make this something that she could almost run around in with one of her t-shirts, but in a t-shirt in a silhouette that actually suits her, not the ones that she's wearing currently, and a stylish sneaker, which she has a ton of. Great color choice for her. Number two, could be easily dressed up or down. She could do this with jeans. She could do this with like a nice trouser, a mini skirt, etc. It's really gonna add a bit of chicness and elevated casual to any look she has. But again, it's not super formal. Nothing about it is overtly fancy, and she needs that. For her, brown is a great tone. We love that this has so much intentional classic femininity in its shaping, in its silhouette, and its length. Like, this is what we want to see her in. We just got to see if she likes it. A jacket like this has a great neckline for her, great shape, flows. It's going to really allow her to layer it well without it becoming overly boxy or oversized and her getting lost. She'll be able to really keep more of a feminine, relaxed girl on the go look with this versus the one that she has.
Now, one area that Emily definitely is going to need some of our help in is bringing in, again, some of that feminine energy in the shoes. Now, her sneaker collection is top tier. We love it. We think it's really fun, and we plan on including it in some of her street style looks. But guess what? We can't always make that sneaker work, especially because of the genre of style that Emily really has underneath the surface of it all, okay? Now, we need some walkable shoes, we need some shoes for dinner, but we also need some hot girl shoes. So let's see what we find in the shoe department.
Now, in my hand, I have two of the several options that we picked out for our girl, Emily. One is going to be a great mule slide-in that we can run around, and we can have jeans with this, we can have a dress with this. It's going to be really versatile if we decide to go this route. And this is going to be our ultimate Target run. She has a ton of sneakers, which makes sense. She's an athletic girly, but if we want to kind of play up maybe stepping into some of that femininity, why not do it with a flat that still has some of those trendy notes that we've been seeing over the past 2 or 3 years?
Well, we've left them all, and we're headed to Emily's with our clothing rack of selections.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that it's like, it has shape, but it's not too clean.
Yeah.
You see how all the tops are kind of doing their own thing? Yeah. Some days it's cool girl, some days like a little flirty, a little more feminine. I know that's important to you, but this color loves you.
Yeah, I like this color.
Yeah. I know that you like some of those like graphic tees. Can we make it cuter, right? So you still feel comfy, but like intentional?
I don't know where I would wear this to, but
Okay.
I do like
You say you don't know where you'd wear it to. Does it feel fancy for you?
no, not like fancy, I just don't, like I wouldn't wear it to like dinner.
Okay. Well, what if we're kind of slowly redefining what you wear to dinner? Because right now, based on what I saw in your closet, you don't really have a ton of like range. Say you go to dinner once a week. One of those dinners, like, yeah, you're super chill. The next one, like maybe you want to try doing a little bit more of the feminine looks that we're trying to lean into. It doesn't mean that you're now like going all out every time, but I think your closet just needs range.
Okay, I like the length and just how it flows, like you were saying. I think it looks like too like little kiddish, maybe.
Oh, like too girly, cutie
girly,
pie.
yeah.
Is that what it
Yeah, maybe
is?
something like that. Like
Okay.
Too girly.
Let's get into today's fashion lesson. Emily came to us saying that she wanted to be more feminine. But what does that even mean? It's very, very, very vague. 9 out of 10 times that I'm working with a woman, she's saying something along the lines that she wants to be more feminine. But yet and still, everyone is wanting something different. And that's why I created the femininity chart or scale, so to speak. We've got number 1, sweet. Okay, now that is going to be, think Southern Belle, very sweet, the sweetest pie. Okay, that is that kind of style aesthetic. 1 notch just away from that sweetness is gonna be girly. You still have some of those notes, but maybe not as overtly seen as, again, ultra sweet and feminine, okay? Now, next would be a classic feminine. Classic feminine, I think, is the most popular, and I find that a lot of people really align with that. Enough to show that you're a woman, but enough to pull back that you're not really necessarily sexy or flirty. You're kind of right in that line. Next from there is flirty. This is when we start to get a little bit of, we're trying to catch fish a little bit here, okay? Flirty. Then we go to sultry, which is seen as more like a mysterious kind of allure of a woman, femme fatale kind of energy. And then last on that prong, again, not least, is sexy, okay? Now, sexy is here and sweet is here. Most women obviously are in the middle somewhere. With Emily, we definitely learned that she is somewhere along the flirty line. Like that's where she wants to be. We brought her some things that were girly. We brought her some things that were classic feminine. And a lot of times we were almost hitting a wall. But once we started to get into that flirty energy, we really, really unlocked it. Now, I want to hear from you. Where do you think you fall on the femininity scale? And if you have no clue in the world and you're like, Carla, can you just please tell me? Then we can absolutely help. Reach out and we'll start working with you one-on-one. But first, it starts with a consultation. Now, let's get back to this episode and let's see where we take it with Emily. Toodles. I like that this kind of has elements of it that feel flirtier, but the pant doesn't get lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
Now, when I look at this, what I think in my mind is we need a cute purse, we either need an earring or a bracelet. We don't really need anything here because this is the moment. Yeah. We commit, right? But we want the rest to really give us the vibe. But this is a great start to the outfit, okay?
Now during the first session, a lot of the sizes were off. A lot of things were like a little funky, especially because Emily wore so many t-shirts. When it came time to translate sizes, the sizes were huge. She was like swimming in half of all this stuff. I call the first style session a first date. It's really like us kind of learning each other, like a little dance and seeing like, oh, you really get excited when I do a little of this. Oh, you know, all that. So now we're gonna bring our A game to number 2 because we're familiar with each other. We've like smelled each other. We've like done the dance, so to speak. I think it's gonna go great.
Legs out for sure this time, right? I will say lengthwise, it lands so good. Like where your muscles are, like it just lands to show everything that you worked for, right? So we love that moment. But smooth through the hip, like it doesn't feel fussy, like you don't get lost. The drama is there.
Now, style sessions can be a couple hours long, maybe 2 to 3 hours, depending on who I'm working with. And so by the end, we may have forgotten, what did we even look at? We know we loved things throughout this whole session, but what did we love? We're gonna go through our rack and see what are the, oh my gosh, I love this. And what's the, I could probably pass on this.
Oh yeah, I like that, but it was way too big. Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 2 sizes down for sure.
I don't know if I like the wash enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it definitely has an undertone, like a little finish to it.
Yeah.
You don't like it.
Love this one. I really like this one. Yeah.
Okay.
We can't keep everything. I mean, we can, but we won't. We want to be really picky.
Because that's the building block.
Okay.
Liking every piece on its own.
Okay.
And then building strong outfits that way.
Okay.
Amazing style session. We got some really, really great results. What I really loved about working with Emily is that we really got to discuss and like deep dive this idea of femininity. In the beginning, that was like one of her main drivers. By the end, we got to help her cultivate and like define what is femininity to her. We absolutely did amazing. Now, if you want to feel more feminine or more bold, and you might need a personal stylist, feel free to reach out. We'd be happy to help. Until next time, toodles, and don't forget, we only wear what likes us back.